welcome back to my channel. I'm Nurse Alyssa, a wound care nurse dedicated to helping you learn how to take care of your wounds safely and confidently at home. Today we're talking about something that I see all the time in wound care, maceration. If you've ever changed a wound dressing and noticed that the skin around the wound looks white, soggy, wrinkled, that's maceration. And while it might look harmless, maceration can slow down healing and even cause your wound to get worse. In this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know: what wound maceration is, why it happens, how to prevent it, and what to do if your wound is already macerated. So let's get started. Let's start with what maceration actually is. Wound maceration happens when the skin around your wound is exposed to too much moisture for too long. That moisture could come from wound drainage, also called exudate, or sometimes from sweat, urine, or even an overly wet dressing that's been on for too long. When skin stays too wet for too long, it becomes soft, pale, white, and fragile. You might notice the edges of your wound turn white or the dressing peels off very easily. That softened skin breaks down very quickly, and once the surrounding skin is damaged, your wound can actually grow larger instead of smaller. So think of maceration as the skin's way of saying, I'm overwhelmed, there's too much moisture here. Why maceration happens? So what causes maceration? There are a few common reasons. Excess wound drainage. So if your wound is producing a lot of fluid and your dressing can't keep up to the moisture, it starts to sit on the skin. Dressings left on for too long. So when dressings aren't changed often enough, they become oversaturated. Improper dressing type. So using the wrong dressing that doesn't match the amount of exudate coming from your wound can trap fluid and cause the skin to break down. I see this a lot with hydrocolloid dressings. Leaks or poor seal. So if the dressing edges lift, fluid can leak out and it sits on the surrounding skin. Moisture from the outside sources like incontinence, sweating, or even cleaning the wound with too much solution that doesn't get dried properly. So in short, maceration usually means that there's an imbalance between moisture and absorption. How to recognize maceration. Here's how to tell if your wound or surrounding skin is macerated. The skin looks white or gray instead of pink. It feels soft, soggy, or waterlogged. You may see wrinkling, almost like when your fingers get pruny after a long bath or swimming. The dressing may slip easily or look oversaturated. Sometimes there's a mild odor if the moisture has been trapped for too long. If you see any of these signs, especially white or peeling skin around the wound, it's time to act quickly. How to prevent wound maceration. Now let's talk about prevention, because once you understand how to manage moisture, maceration actually is very preventable. Here are my top nurse-proof steps. Step 1, choose the right dressing. The dressing should match your wound's level of drainage. If your wound has heavy drainage, you need to use a more absorbent dressing, like a foam dressing, alginate, or a super absorbent pad. If your wound has low drainage, a lighter dressing like a hydrocolloid or a hydrogel may be better. The goal is always the same: keep the wound moist but not wet. 2, protect the surrounding skin. Use a skin barrier film or protective ointment on the skin around the wound. These products act like a shield. They keep the moisture from soaking into the healthy skin. You can find them in wipes, sprays, cream, and they're often labeled as skin prep or barrier film. Number 3, change dressings as needed. Even the best dressing will fail if it's left on for too long. If your dressing becomes wet, loose, or soaks through, change it right away. Never let fluid pool underneath the dressing or leak out the sides. Number 4, control the source of moisture. If you have incontinence or sweating issues, use absorbent pads or reposition often to keep the area dry. If the wound drainage suddenly increases, let your nurse or provider know, as it might be a sign that the wound is changing or has become infected. Number 5, avoid over cleansing. So cleansing is important, but too much can also cause problems. Use a gentle wound cleanser or saline and make sure that the skin is patted dry before reapplying a new dressing. 6, watch for early warning signs. So check your wound every day when you do the dressing change. If your skin starts to look pale, wrinkled, fragile, make adjustments right away. By staying on top of these small details, you can prevent maceration before it becomes a bigger problem. How to correct maceration. If maceration has already happened, don't panic. It can be corrected. Here's what to do. Remove the wet dressing and gently cleanse the wound with saline or a wound cleanser. Dry the surrounding tissue by carefully patting the area dry. Do not rub. Apply a skin barrier film around the wound and switch to a more absorbent dressing to control the moisture level. If drainage is very high, consider adding a secondary absorbent pad or using compression therapy in cases such as a venous leg ulcer, as long as your doctor says it's safe. Within a few days, you should notice the skin return to a normal color and texture. If the maceration is severe or if the wound looks worse, make sure to call your wound care nurse or provider. Sometimes maceration can lead to infection or delayed healing, and it's always better to be safe. Final tips. To wrap up, the key to preventing wound maceration is balance. You want your wound to stay moist enough to heal, but not so wet that the surrounding skin starts to break down. Here's the golden rule I always tell my patients. You want to keep your wound eyeball moist. Keep that in mind and you'll know exactly when to make adjustments. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more wound care tips every week. You can also check out my website. It has a ton of resources designed to help you take care of your wounds safely and confidently at home. That's all for this video. Happy healing. Don't forget to visit my website, thewoundconsultant.com, for all your wound care needs. Whether you're seeking professional wound care consultations, access to high-quality supplements, digital resources, informative books, or high-quality wound care supplies, we have everything to support you. Whether you're dealing with a wound or you're a healthcare professional, there's something for everyone. Visit today and take the next step in effective wound care.